That is bright, but kind of nice. Hello lovelies, I'm Christina. If you're new here, I make videos about books, yarn projects, and vlogs about family life. And if you're not new here, then welcome back. Today is gonna be a different kind of vlog. As you can probably hear, my voice is a little bit stuffy, but I had a lot of plans to do things at home, and then COVID hit. We all got it. Leander had it first, then he was in isolation at his dad's place, and then he came to our place, and then we got it. We're unsure if we got it from him or from somewhere else. It's impossible to tell, to be honest, but I started getting sick first, and then Michael got sick, and then Noel got sick yesterday. So the rules here in Norway, they are lifted when it comes to isolation. So if you're sick with COVID now, you don't have to be isolated anymore, but they still do recommend it. So that is why I'm here in the isolation car. The thing is, Leander was done with his isolation period a long time ago, but he's been sick for a good while afterwards, but now he's feeling a lot better and he wanted to go back to school. So because we live in Tønsberg and he goes to school in Oslo, there's quite a bit of drive, and he usually commutes with Michael when he's at work. But because Michael is sick as well, Leander can't commute with him. I offered to drive him, but I still want to really be considerate of the recommendations for isolation as well as I can, but I do have to wait for quite a few hours after having sent him off to school until I can pick him up and drive home again. So what I thought I would do, I have my bag of yarn. I brought the Lollipop yarn that I showed off in my Q&A, crochet and chat Q&A video. My mind is a little bit stuffy as well. Sorry about that. But I brought that with me, and I thought as kind of a fun experiment, I would see... Oh, you can really see my phone there and everything. Sorry. I would kind of see how much of a project I could get done while I'm just sitting in my isolation car waiting for Leander to be done with school. So I have some coffee, I have an orange juice. I will probably at some point have to drive somewhere to get some lunch and use the restroom. I have a mask with me and everything, and I'll be very careful to disinfect and yeah. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. Let's see, how many hours do I have before he's done? So I have right under 4 hours until Leander is done with his school for today. And what I want to do is I want to try to make... I've never crocheted a raglan sweater top down. I've been watching videos of other people do it, and I think it looks really interesting, and I want to make something that's kind of lacy, and I can possibly wear it in the spring and summertime. Something that I can just throw over a dress or a tank top or something like that. So I'm thinking I'm gonna try to make that with that Lollipop yarn. So yeah, let's see how far I can get with that during these 4 hours. Right now I'm just parked in the IKEA parking lot. I'm not even kidding, I'm going to show you. But this was the most convenient place. You don't have to pay for parking. You can have your car parked here as long as you want without paying for it as well. So I've already been in the car for a few hours. We left home at 7:20 a.m. Arrived in Oslo at around 8:50, 9 a.m. After Leander got off, I went to charge the car and took a drive-through at McDonald's to get some breakfast. So that's what I did. Like I said, I'm not even joking. I'm right in the middle of an IKEA parking lot. The sun is shining right onto my car, so it might get really hot sitting here, so I might have to open the door a little bit. Yeah, let's do some crocheting. So I moved a little bit closer just so that I could get a little bit of shade from the sun, because the car was getting so hot. Yeah, taking off my shoes, lock the door because I'm slightly paranoid. I watch too many true crime documentaries. Let's crochet. So I finally got the first row down, the neckline of this sweater. I'm almost embarrassed to say that it took me over an hour to get this done. But in my defense, I'm not used to crocheting with this fine of a thread. And working with a long chain and then doing the double crochets into that, it was a bit tedious. It took some time. I had to frog it a couple of times and start over. But now that I have the first one down, I think it's going to go a lot smoother from here on. Now, I don't have a specific pattern that I'm following. I'm just kind of watching around on YouTube, seeing what other people do, and then trying to make my own adjustments and find out how I want to make it. So, but from what I've been seeing is that after the first row, you usually put in your markers so you know where to do your increases. So that's what I'm going to do now. But first, I think I'm going to go and get some drive-through lunch and coffee before I continue on with this, because I'm starting to get a little bit hungry. So let's do that. Definitely not the best of angles, but I just picked up some Subway, a veggie sub, and now I'm gonna drive back to IKEA because it's one of the very few places in Oslo close to here that I can actually park for a longer period of time without paying for it. So let's drive back there, have our lunch. Totally forgot to bring coffee, but hey, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have some food and then keep on working on that raglan sweater. So it's about time to go pick up Leander from school. I thought I would be way longer ahead than I am, but hey, it's taking the time that it takes. Like making a garment, it takes time. And especially when working with this like thin of a thread. So here we are. This is what I have so far. I'm on row 3. I will probably drive Leander to school tomorrow as well, so I will document the process further on tomorrow. See you then. Good morning. We are back here in the isolation car. It's day 2. It's a little bit earlier now than when I started filming yesterday. Leander starts school a bit earlier today, so he has a bit of a longer day too. And I'm slightly more prepared today for staying in the car and as well as working on my project. But I had plans to charge the car first, because that's what I did yesterday. There was hardly any traffic coming in today, and I think it's because it's like winter vacation next week, and I think a lot of people chose to work from home today so they can go to their cabins early. Yeah, it was nice. So we got in way earlier than I thought we would. We just picked up some food at McDonald's and ate in the car. I have a coffee and sorry about that. Feeling better today. I had the energy to put on a little bit of makeup, so I'm on the mend. Michael is still running a fever. Noelle had a fever last night, but she seems to be feeling a little better today too. My plan was to go and charge the car fully after having dropped off Leander at school, but there were no available chargers left at the place where I usually charge. But yeah, so I chose to drive to IKEA instead, and I'm gonna take a few hours, sit here, have my coffee, work on my sweater, listen to an audiobook, and then I'm gonna drive back there and charge and keep on working from there. So that's the plan. And I kind of also, because the weather is so nice, I kind of want to take an Instagram photo, but I don't know quite what location to use, so we'll see. But yeah, first off, we're gonna enjoy our coffee and crochet for a bit. Noticed that I had made a mistake a few rows back. So I had to frog a lot of the project. So major setback, and this yarn is a pain in the ass to frog. It takes forever, but let's keep on going. So I've finally gotten past the point I was at before I frogged it, so that feels good. Because the yarn is so thin, it takes a while to build up. Yeah, this is what I have so far. Right now I think I'm going to go back to where I initially planned to charge the car and see if there are any available chargers now. Leander will be done at school in about 2 hours, and charging will probably take 40 minutes, 45 minutes, so I'll get a bit more time to work on this sweater, and then I'm going to see if I have the energy to try to get the Instagram photo that I would like to take today, or if that's going to just have to wait until tomorrow. But yeah, let's go and see if we can charge up this car. So that was nice. I got a little bit of a walk outside, and I think I got the shots that I wanted for my next Instagram post. I just wanted some simple outdoor pictures and felt kind of cute today, so. Right now, it is almost time to go pick up Leander, so this is where I'm going to end this vlog. I got this much done on my sweater in 2 days. So this is gonna be a project that's gonna take a while, but I'm excited about it and I'm gonna keep on sharing my progress. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you were entertained by being stuck in the car with me a couple of days, and I'll see you in the next one.